Oh, big no, a big no.
All right, so we've got the triple O coming in for Keorangar. We got Venaqus with the Prince.
I think it's gonna be a Kaiser Woe turn. I'm calling it right now, and when I'm wrong, I will go get my
This
life.
is what we already saw, right? This is what Venaqus used last game.
Yeah,
He
but that was a
actually won
different
with
map.
this in his second match on Oilfield.
Yeah, but that's oil spill. Like, this is Frozen River.
I think it'll be better here.
See, it was a gap.
I think it'll be harder to approach the Prince because he can just fire from across the river and fall back, so he can just keep decrewing guns and harassing with his artillery barrage. And it'll be harder to actually take him out. Oh, he's going full arty.
My...
The full artillery mode. Get ready for
I
triple
like
mortar and double Erlkönig because it's happening. We're going to have every build that we know happen in this tournament. We're getting ready to watch. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm so ready.
I don't know whether they both like said to each other, let's meme the last match, or if they were like, just screw it because it's the last, like, you know, it's for third place. How much are they fighting for right now? 10 euros.
They're fighting for glory, my friend. They're fighting for glory, okay? This is third place. This isn't a joke.
It's 10 euros. It's 10 euros. I mean, if I was playing, I'd be fighting for the euros, but that's because of the cheap How long has this tournament gone? It's been 4.5 hours. So 4.5 hours, 10
Standard
euros.
tournament length. Okay, so we see Keo moving up the side. He's going to go for one cap, but he's then going to pressure with the standard barbed wire play. We'll see if that gets contested in just a moment. With River, it looks like, yeah, there's already a squad up here. Engineers passing each other in the night. Are they going to lock each other in here? Or are they going to
be like a
battle?
cage match. Yeah, they just sort of bumped into each other and said, excuse me, mate, gotta put some wire down. He's like, oh, no, never mind, mate. Gotta put some wire of my own down.
You're not. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
They've actually double locked each other.
Oh man! No. But let's see. Are both of them able to get the grenades?
They're going for the grenade switch.
I don't think he's going. Sometimes you can't get it with just one guy. Sometimes one man isn't able to grab it because one of the other members tries to get it.
Oh no! He's trapped his squad. Oh no!
Oh dear. Well,
that
it. Gamble didn't work out for him this time. The grenades are stolen. His second engineer squad is now going to be without weaponry. So it's going to put him on the back foot of the opening infantry engagements. We'll see if he manages to get across the way and get some cannons or not for his engineers. But as it stands right now, Keo on the back foot of this first little exchange of strategy.
Though it does look like Keo has managed to seize those middle resources, so he is a tiny bit ahead resource-wise, while behind troop-wise. Hopefully the vanguards will be able to make up for that difference and bring us to an even middle game. How did he even get there?
These engineers are very confused.
Boss, we can't just divide up the squad. It's like it's like they're a hive mind. They only work when they're all together. It's like, sir, I would love to capture this grenade, but my friends aren't here, so I'll have to wait.
All right, so apparently Wizard Cat took Keorangar out pretty quickly.
2-0.
Yeah, Sketchy said they were pretty quick games, so we're going to see if Venaqus is any match. Ooh, this is going to be a down squad. Thanks for playing, Vanguards. Better luck next time. So a squad down and no weapons on his second engineer. He now has like 2 engineer squads as opposed to none of his opponents. So not only is he a squad down, but he's effectively 2 or 3 down. He's going to try to go pick up those guns with that stray engineer. So he can at least have another fighting squad on the field. His field presence is actually going to be particularly weak at the moment. Wait, okay. Nope, he's not going to pick it up. That's the risk of playing. You know, like, as much as that looks like a bug to me, I feel like that's a risk you take when you're playing the, like, let's split up our squad with barbed wire game. You know, like.
I mean, that's what you get for trying to be a tricksy little guy. Like you're like, this is gonna be so good.
I have seen it
This is
work though. I've definitely played against people where the one model has stolen my grenade, and I've been like, "What? Not fair."
I mean,
Oh, he's just gonna lock
against
it
the
down.
Saxon,
Okay. He's
against
gonna.
the
He says,
Saxon.
"You know what? If I'm gonna play engineer,
Oh,
I'm gonna use him." Oh my gosh, Keo's falling apart. He lost another squad on the far end. There's very little points captured for anyone though. There's only a few iron mines and one oil mine even captured on the map if we're looking right now. Both these
I
players
think
playing
you might.
hyper aggressive.
I think we're gonna see a workshop first, judging from his check of the cost just now. Oh, that squad might be lost. Depends on if he manages to get the good machine gun on it. He's searching for that. Oh, yeah, he's definitely searching for that workshop first.
I think opening Cola Cola is actually really strong. Anyways, I really like that.
I'm gonna have to disagree. I think we're gonna see a Nakovolnia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Keo's done that before. Plus, it's a really good answer to anything.
I mean, with triple mortars coming out in Reserve 1, I guess the Nakovani just outranges them and blows them up. Gets you a bunch of free vet on your Nako. That said, if he's planning on getting a Nakovani out, he'd better start upgrading some of these points. Both players finally trying to capture their points here.
Oh,
Cannon's breaking the wire.
being used to break onto the point. We're finally going to see the engineers released from captivity.
And things are a little quiet for the moment. There's a little bit of decapping going on. Nothing terribly exciting happening anywhere on the map. It's going to really come down to these next few minutes, whether those reserve mortars come out right away or whether we're going to see something else. Those cannons having a hard time targeting that wire. They finally break it. Not very accurate with those cannons when you're not shooting a... That's what they do. They just give the guys that are the worst shots the cannons, and they're like, look, you guys get to shoot at mechs. They're really big. You can't miss them.
Well, no, it's not even that. They have to give it to, like, the beefiest guys in the squad, because they need to be able to carry the fucking thing. Like, can you imagine trying to carry that cannon around the battlefield? And we know they're beefy, because they got 75% more HP.
All right, 75-0 at the moment. You would kind of expect that, considering that Keo locked down the central music, or sorry, the central music. I was just putting my music on. The central victory
and I was
point.
like,
Yeah. It's funny how your brains cross wires like that sometimes. You're just saying something while you're thinking something else, and then the words just come out. Oh my gosh! Look here, the mortars. There's so many mortars.
oh my goodness. Yeah, so just to address Baby Lana, yeah, so only AoE explosions can destroy wire.
Lots of regular units can destroy wire. We did some science on the stream the other day, even like grenades, cannons, heroes with explosive attacks, flamethrowers even break it.
Well, I guess, yeah, again, it's all AoE damage. Those must be some seriously hot flamethrowers, though.
I mean, I guess they burn like the wooden poles that are holding the wire up. I don't know.
I'd like to see just the ability to slip it with engineers.
Right.
It would just shut down a lot of this early game, you know, what feels very explosive. Bless you.
Excuse me. Didn't hit my mute button in time. But yeah, it's
How
now we've got the
could you?
mortars
Meanwhile,
coming
I've
into
been coughing
play.
the entire time.
Are these mortars actually going to get anything done?
Well, we just saw them absolutely deck a bunch of vanguards and force a retreat.
The Nakovani is coming up just like you predicted, though, and it's gonna hit the field here shortly.
Give it about another second, and it's out. We're gonna see it immediately. Yep, sent straight to the middle, and you were correct, going straight for those mortars.
That's easy money.
Yeah, the difference, Ogura, of wiring the little bridge versus the big bridge is the big bridge can have mechs walk over it. Anyway, so it's kind of pointless, because wire only stops the infantry. While on the little bridge, you require explosives to get through.
All right, so it's still this matchup. It's just a bit of a mess. There's mortars everywhere. There's a Nakovania moving up the center. There's a second Nakovania coming out now. Who needs reserve one when you've got Olga and a bunch of flamethrowers? You just get Nakovanias. You just rain rockets down all day long.
I have to say, I am kind of looking forward to just the two Ovignos meandering across the field.
Two Ognivos and two Nakovanias. It sounds like a pretty good build. Who needs late game?
It also sounds a lot like a joke. Two Naks and two Ovignos walk into an opponent's base. Yeah, to add on to that, Benny, there's also a grenade right next to it, so unless the opponent puts down two pieces of wire, you can also break through straight away.
Grenade comes down. Engagements happening all over the map.
Yeah, this game I swear this game was like really casual about 5 seconds ago. And then it suddenly jumped into the entire map is one big engagement.
Yeah, I mean, we see a couple squads have gone down here for Keo. It seems like the map is starting to favor Venaqus a bit more. If he can get eyes, if the Nalkos can continue to get eyes on that side of the map, it'll make it really useful to just keep blasting away. If you can get if you can get both of these Nakovanios vetted up somehow, it's gonna be a nightmare to take anything.
Did you see what he was trying to do with his Nak just now, though? He's trying to hit the iron line. So it looks like he's gonna rally across the bridge by accident.
Oh no.
No, come back.
Both of them are moving up.
There's actually not much on the other side though, because it's just mortars.
He's like, wait, hey, where are you going? Noticed. Where are you going? Back it up.
It's like herding cats, those damn things.
Decaps coming down on the VPs right now as the firefight continues. This is such a weird indirect fight right now because we have all these setup teams, we have all these artillery mechs. No one's really fighting head on at this point. There's only a couple squads of actual infantry on the field for Keo right now.
To be honest, I'm happy for the game to continue like this. This is pretty hilarious.
It's a weird match. I think Keo's on the back foot simply because he just kind of, when all those engagements started happening across the map, he bled a couple squads, and that's really putting his field presence behind where it needs to be. Yeah, here comes a huge troop surge over the bridge in the middle right now. If what did he say?
Quick, he can punish that really quickly.
He forgot that he was R1. Oh my gosh.
He can punish that surge really well if he just gets his Nax going. He's trying to take out the Nak with an AT infantry. Probably not gonna work because the Nak doesn't have rear armor because reasons.
I don't think he needs the AT gun. He's got cannons.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
That gunner squad is gonna do plenty of hurt.
I'd say it's dead, 100%.
Yeah, the next barrage comes down, but one of the Nakavanias is already down and out. There's a couple of Vanguard here, but it's actually looking
There's
pretty
10
rough. Oh no, there's an elite
he's
there's an
stolen the
elite
AT
squad
gun.
on the AT gun. The Nakavania does spot it in time.
He needs to use the cat to get to that bomb, that thing earlier. Then he could bomb it straight up. He could be there by now if Olga was on the cat. Oh, Olga was on the cat. Come on, and Cub.
Oh my gosh, this is just begging for a Nako strike. Here it comes.
Hit it. Nah.
Oh, this is a perfect blob. The rocket barrage comes down. Oh, and it's just hitting a little bit of everything. One mortar gets decrewed. The second and third are pretty well beat up, and Olga is coming in to clean up the pieces.
And yet, what? Is he? Okay. He's trying to clear the wire with a Odigna, which does work. But
Does it have the range to hit that furthest wire, though?
I don't think it does.
We're gonna find out in a minute, I guess.
That if he remembers that it's there.
Second Ognivo going to go up to the VP.
Odigno base rush when?
Nope, he doesn't have the range.
I swear the Odigno looked really sad when it turned away.
This is the silliest third place match I've seen.
Who would have thought a flamethrower wouldn't work on a wooden bridge?
Yeah, just bring the bridge down.
Now that would be a way to deny access.
Look at all these setup
So
teams.
much. Hit it. Oh, come on. Where is the vet? Where is the vet? No, that isn't for Chango. We're talking about veterans.
There it is. The Nako has vet now. Sentry mode's gonna be online. There's an Ognivo harassing the point over here.
If he realizes he's got Sentry, that entire area is just dead. I don't think he's noticed though. Otherwise it would have been set up by me.
And the Prince is on the field. That means there's Kaiser and
Alchanies.
yeah. Oh, no, that's right.
Right,
It's full. It's full. That's right. How could I forget? It's full artillery.
I like to call this filthy peasant stay away from me. Oh, and he's already bombing one. If he can get behind that, he can clean it up really quickly. Ooh. What just died? Something just died.
Prince
I think
beat
it's
an
like
Ognivo.
died. Well, we will hope so.
He's still trying to recrew these weapons even though there's a Nakovania within firing range. The Goulet is purchased. This game isn't over. We thought it was a meme. But here we are.
Still
And he's going to activate Sentry after this barrage.
There we go. And if he keeps it in... Oh, he built an alchemy.
So he actually has 3.
Oh my goodness. Where is Starkiller? He'd love this.
I see everything.
Did you ask him to do this?
2 Olkanigs
No,
go down!
It's a real pleasure.
I didn't ask him to do this, but man, am I happy he did. Oh my goodness, the Goulier, the Goulier. It's gonna come down to bloody VPs, isn't it?
He's pulling the Nakavania back. He's trying to make sure that it can fire from safety. Some sneaky boy engineers on the far side. The Prince taking a face full of rocket fire. Olga's there as well. He's going to go down in the blink of an eye because, well, he's just not really meant for the front line. He's an artillery boy.
Yeah,
So many setup teams that are proving to be so irrelevant against the Rusviet artillery. Olga's
And,
quite low. She does have to
built
be a little careful here.
Did you see that? He built another Alchemy.
He's just keeping them coming. He's
That's
going to
the
play
fourth
artillery
Alchemy.
only. He's not afraid.
Wait a minute, I've heard that meme before. Oh, second knack. Or no, third knack actually.
Yeah, it's it's a whole lot of artillery this game. Both players just deciding, you know what? Who needs to cross the bridge? I'll just shoot you from here.
It appears the Gullier has decided to cross the bridge.
Not quite yet.
He's
Grenade goes down
he's
over here. Still,
inching forward.
Keo's starting to get some VPs back on the board. 158 to
Yeah.
273 as it stands right now.
Why is he continuing to build artillery? Dude, if we knew, we'd tell you, but I'm pretty sure he's just like, don't come near me, you filthy peasant.
I think he just wants to see if he can do it.
I mean, it's a very DPS heavy build. There's a lot of damage in there. I got nothing. Reminds me, where is Olga in all of this?
The princes and
I
the
feel like
kings don't seem to be holding against the Rusviet onslaught. Nakovania is continuing to just rain down barrage after barrage. Another Okonig goes down. That's the third one so far. The Nakovanians are moving up behind the Gulegorod.
Is the Gullier just turned its back? Yeah, it did. Doesn't matter, it can't be punished right now. Is that... Oh, you built another Alchemy.
Yeah, there's still two on the map.
That's a fifth Alchemy.
If he still manages to win this somehow.
What, Venaqus?
Yeah, I mean, he's...
I'll be so proud. Alchemy for the win.
Keo's taking fire on his Nakovania, on
Oh.
his elite one as
Far
well.
out. When did the Gullier go down?
The Goulet went down when you mentioned that he turned his rear armor.
Did he get another field cannon? Or was it just the gun?
I don't know if it was just the Erlkenigs or a field cannon back there as well. I didn't catch a field cannon if there was one. But it was taking a lot of fire.
Alchemy punishing the Nakavonia for existing. And we're seeing a lot of resources. I was so excited for the cert.
Olga goes down. There's only one Nakovania left. He's struggling so much to break this. He's lost so many squads. He's got 2 infantry squads and 1 mech on the field. That's it. Oh yeah, there's the AT guns.
Oh, that's just game over. I don't think.
3 earls. Yeah,
Keo-
3 kings, a prince, and 2 AT guns.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, Satoris, I don't think this is a game anymore.
It's just gonna be a slow creep forward.
This is just, who wins, 1 Nakavonia or 3 Alchemigs and a Prince. For all you StarCraft mains, this is basically a slow tank push.
All the Terran boys out there.
Shout out to all me humans out there. Meme game confirmed.
Fighting against the terrors of space.
Tugger, I don't know what you're talking about. This is clearly a high skill, high intensity game built around the use of.
I mean, they might be
incredibly
memeing, but they're
powerful
still
long
trying. So it's pretty. It's gotta be.
I mean, I can imagine.
It's gotta be frustrating
worst-
to lose against this.
The worst part of this is I could probably, even if I was in this game, I'd probably lose to this just because of the fundamental controls. Wilhelm does look very pretty. It's a shame he can't do anything.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's like-
I don't think he needs much to be changed to be viable.
I think he just needs an accuracy buff, but that's me. Anyway, you know what I've just realized?
What's up?
The Prince is gonna win another game.
Yeah, this is. I mean, but both in the hands of the same player.
I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, the Elkening! What is he doing?
Just asserting dominance.
There's nothing quite like marching an Elkening up across to the other side of the bridge and just sitting down.
It's gonna kill that Nakovania.
It's just cancelling his engineers. He's like, no, it's no.
And like you can see, like the prince is just whittling away, doing 40
That
damage a
prince-
shot.
That prince is gonna kill the Goulier. I'm gonna be so sad. I feel like you must have heard us talking smack about the prince.
Prince new meta, guys. Don't be afraid. He throws in the towel. The prince takes it. Keo is down 0-1 in the third place match.
I'm actually furious. That bloody prince. Now here's the question: are we gonna see it again?
I don't know. Second map is oil. Well, he won last time on oil field. I don't know. I was gonna say it's not good, but I don't know. We already saw him do it once. Maybe he can do it again. Keo did also forget that he was a reserve 1 guy.
I think they're both. I think they're both a bit done at this point.
Maybe a little bit.
Well, one forgot they had a reserve. The other one was like artillery only Lamau.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, we're almost at 100 viewers.
Quick, make more accounts.
Someone call in the view bots. This is a reminder to everybody. I don't pitch myself often, but if you guys are enjoying the channel, please consider hitting that follow button.
Yeah, and
You'll
the
be
other channel
alerted
is
whenever I go
notifications.
live. We do plenty of Iron Harvest around these parts. So if you're enjoying it or you enjoy other strategy games, I do Dawn of War as well. Saturus is following. There we go. We also got a couple donations. I'll acknowledge them before we and finish everything up today. Thanks so much for everybody. I try not to call out the follows and subs and donations and all that while we're casting because I kind of try to keep the focus on the game. So we'll talk about all that afterwards. But right now we've got a third place match to finish casting, and dude, these games today have been awesome. It may not have been the biggest tournament turnout, but we got a lot of the top players in the community right now. Of course, we're missing a few of the big boys, Zyron, Troid, well played amongst them. But the games that we've been getting have been awesome. They've been so much fun. We've seen a ton of different builds. We've seen a ton of different players. All the factions have been represented. And I'm trying to think, is there a mech we haven't seen? I think we've seen everybody.
We've seen the guns, we've seen SERPs. We haven't seen a Stiefmutter.
Oh yeah, that's the one we're missing. I think that's the only one, because we saw Lotsa as well.
We've seen Zols, we've seen Mokni, we've seen Schmiali, we've seen Strasnik, we've seen Tur, we've seen Kolokol, we've seen Nagan, we've seen SERP. At this point, I'm just listing mechs. We haven't seen many Exos. You are right, Benny. We saw...
Yeah,
a
Exos I
Grocer.
still think might need a little bit of tweaking.
We've seen an Eisenhans, a few from Eisenhans. We've seen... I think I saw one game with Grozers. I don't think it was even used. I think the game ended before they even came out. And I haven't seen Rices at all. Anyway, we're going into our second match, possibly deciding whoever is coming third. And Venaqus is torn. Does he go Rust? Oh no. No, don't do it. Keo, don't do it. Oh, okay. This is acceptable. Please don't.
Now, oh, he bailed out. Oh man.
Prince.
I wanted to see the Prince versus Brunhilde match. I don't know. So if you guys aren't aware, I do have a YouTube channel, and Keorangar and I did 2 off-meta mirror matches. We did a Prince mirror match and a Brunhilde mirror match, and they were actually both super close games. You're already on my YouTube all the time? Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, he's the only guy disliking your videos.
Would you say?
He's the only guy disliking your videos. Now, are we going to see a meme build? Because he's hovering around. Oh, we
He's
are.
going double mortar. Double Isegrim?
Isegrims. No, get a Stife Muto. It's the only mech we haven't seen. We'll see if he's listening now. No, I think. Oh, I think he wants his 10 euro. Yeah, he's going. He wants his 10 euro.
Yeah, he's going
They
for
both
pride
want
at
their
this
10
point.
They both want their 10 euros at this point. They're going real deals. Oh, we've got a celebrity following now. Zion. Could have sworn you were already following. Okay, get on.
All right, so is Keo going to get a win here? Venaqus completely ready. Oh my gosh, Olvadi with the sub. Oh no, that's Waka with more gifts. What a champion. We'll talk about Waka after this match. But anyways, let's get on to the game. We've got both the irons getting capped here, which is pretty standard, I feel like, for...
His opponent's going iron, which is very evident of that intention to go for R2.
Right. So it's double iron caps into grenades and the center resource caches. With the reserve 1 Gunther Grimbart push, I don't know. I don't know what we're expected to see right here from the next plays of Venaqus, because Venaqus, he's like we said, he's been hyper aggressive, but Keo seemed to manage to deal with that actually pretty well last time around. So it's just a lot of oh my gosh, you guys, you're being awesome. You distracted me.
I've got it on both screens. Like I've got your stream on one and then Keo's on the other. And I keep just seeing like orcs in this corner of my vision. Yeah, so it looks like Venaqus is being again much more aggressive than his opponent. He's pushed out of those 3 resources. He's pushed away before taking all 4. He's grabbed those resources in the center. He tried to contest the ones on the other center. Keo naturally responding, trying to go after the enemy's oil, which is a bit of a sore point right now, considering he's got no oil income beyond his base. He contested that oil on the far left, and he might even get a squad wipe on the right. No, unlikely. Those guys are pretty safe behind there.
Yeah, things are... He's controlling the easternmost pretty well. But now we've got a little scuffle in the center. Everything's running around on the far side.
Yeah, the Grenadiers are forced home, while the other squad will be distracted long enough to keep them off the point, I reckon. We see hitting the critical mass of infantry, he almost builds the wrong unit.
And it's... Oh! There's so many decaps going around. Both players just... It's... In the mirror match, like, every little move in these first engagements matters a lot, because it kind of determines the state of the map at the beginning of the game. Like, whoever wins these first engagements is going to probably get 1 or 2 more points, and on this big map with so many resources, it makes a pretty big difference. So it's a lot of frantic fighting, and Venaqus definitely needs to try to delay the reserve 1 as much as he can, because I think Keo is actually the kind of player that can really take advantage of that. Venaqus, if he's actually trying to get that reserve 2 up quickly and actually get the prince on the field and all that sort of thing, we saw the fast Isegrim last time, right? Or did we not? I thought we did, right?
We did.
So I'd expect to see that again. But Gunther checks the Isegrim pretty hard.
We're seeing the resource upgrades. Very evident of an R2. I wonder how interesting this would be if you didn't view your opponent's reserves before the game, and you had to just judge by what they were doing.
So Keo looks like he wants to push the eastern side pretty hard. Wants to really make sure he can control that iron mine. Both of these players are hyper resource focused players. So I mean, you can see like no VPs captured yet, and we're like 5 minutes into the game.
I think we're going to see an Isogrim out of Keo as well. Already building a workshop. And he jumps back down there to demonstrate it again. Thank you very much, Keo. Best cameraman player.
So really just, I mean, oh no, he lost the squad on the far side.
Oof.
Not a major deal so long as he doesn't lose any more, but he has to be careful up top as well. Let's see if he can get this grenade down. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, he's paying attention.
Oh, he does get a few models.
Yeah, that was weird. It looked like the squad actually was ordered to move away, but the couple that were standing on the grenade just stood there and took the hit. They're like, "Now we got it."
So what happened there, I think, is that they partly because they got stuck on the other models, but also once they start shooting, they have to finish their shooting animation and then they'll move. So they really just got caught at a bad time. Yeah, hunting for that is a grim. Oh, he had the resources, doesn't build it.
He might still want to get his reserve one up before the Isogrim.
It's possible. I mean, he's almost... I think he's got the resources, but no, he doesn't. He's about 50 away for an R1. You think it's a 450 or 550?
I'm now you got me questioning it.
Well, we'll see in a few seconds when he jumps to it. Naturally, the questions I have to ask are things I did not write down.
Engineer's just running past the Grenader troop over here.
Yeah, he's stealing
Keo seems like he's playing a little too spread out. Like he's kind of engaging everywhere with just like one squad here and there. Oh man, he lost engineers too.
No, he didn't lose them. He switched them to machine gunners, didn't he?
Oh, okay.
Submachine. Pretty sure he hasn't lost a squad. He might have.
1, 2, 3. No, he's got 6. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the Isogrim coming up. I was right. Anyway.
So what he's planning on doing, I guess, he's gonna get this Isogrim. I want him to actually even purchase one more squad and then just fly over supply cap and just have a really big army to push with his reserve one.
What I'd love to see is just a ton of oil pump pressure right now. Just take all the oil pumps and just freeze his production.
Yeah, he's doing all right on the map, but he's contesting well, but he's still not winning most of the engagements, I feel like. He's still getting bullied around pretty well, and you can see the pressure from Venaqus is still more than Keo can manage to take off, I feel like.
Do you think there's some kind of gentleman's agreement not to capture the VPs right now?
I don't know.
Because they haven't touched the VPs.
They sure haven't.
At all. And Venaqus just ran past a VP to get to an iron mine.
I mean, I get why you would do that.
It's a reasonable decision, but like, VPs.
Yeah, like eventually someone has to try to, you know, win the game. I feel like, especially as the early reserve player, that Keo would want to have, like, be putting on the early victory point pressure.
Yeah, a lot of the time, if you can't win the game in the with your R1, and you did go R1, you need to just delay and win VP-wise. Or just have such insane map control that it's irrelevant. There we see the R1. Too fast, I have no idea how much it was. It was 450, 140. Oh, and an Isogrim from Venaqus. So, mirror.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's just chess pieces on a board, but everyone has the same stuff, and everyone's trying to use it and outmaneuver one another and put the other person in a tricky position so they can grab the rest of the mine. And, like, hopefully at some point someone's going to take a VP.
Only different piece they have right now is the reserves, and right now that swing is going to come in favor of Keo.
Okay, he's got his mortar up. Gunther's coming out with the Grimby.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try and kill that Isegrim.
Yeah, he's got the Isegrim moving in on the flank. Gunther's pushing up as well. If he can trap that Isegrim in the corner, it's going to have a hard time getting out of there. On the west side, we've got the Grimbart moving up 2-on-1 as far as infantry squads go, and Keo's going to push forward. Oh, I'm surprised he retreated that squad. That squad could have captured the victory point. So, it's...
I'm really feeling that the VPs are just like banned.
Yep, it's just gonna be annihilation only.
I mean, with Saxony, that's perfectly doable. A lot of damage.
Now, I can't tell if they're just over the meme game or not. Oh, here we go. Gunther's here. Gunther's DPS is going to be just enough to make
want to see him.
make the difference
is he going to
here.
get a rear armor hit? Rear armor hit?
Oh my gosh. That's all it takes.
That was not rear armor, but it was delicious.
Right up the tailplate.
That wasn't even the majority of... That wasn't even his full damage, because that was just all the health it had left. Is it worth getting the Isegrim before R1? Yes. 100. A lot of the time it is worth it. Is he retreating that mortar?
I hope... I don't... That was probably a misclick.
Yeah, but he's staring.
I don't know.
Oh, well, was that a VP I just saw selected?
Oh my gosh, there's a VP getting captured on the southern side and the northern side.
No way.
VPs are finally ticking onto the board. 10 minutes into the game, it's 32-0.
I didn't even know VPs were a thing. What is this? Yeah, the Isegrim is a really good branching choice. So it's sort of like... How do I put this? Since you can't get an Isegrim in your R1, getting an Isegrim with your R1 allows you to have a lot more oomph when your R1 comes out. And it's just such a good... Like, it's a fairly speedy mech, it's got a lot of damage, and it's decently tanky because it's medium armor. Oh, that's another Isegrim.
Yeah, I think Venaqus just feels like he needs to have that mech on the field to pressure the map. Oh man, he even takes out a squad there. I haven't seen if Keo's managed to take any squads.
I think he did, because we saw the engineers get re-equipped earlier. Is he gonna lose Gunter?
Yeah, he's got to be careful. That's a little bit ambitious to try to take out the Isegrim with just Gunter. Gunter is retreating. He should be able to get out of kill range pretty quickly.
It's gonna be
without any engineers, though. Right now, Keo can't actually repair his Isegrim, so he's got to be very careful with it.
Gunter is down, providing some nice sight.
Yeah, Gunther's down, but what he's providing in sight, he's lacking in field presence right now, because that opposing Isegrim is going to be able to push up, and Keo's not going to be able to contest that at the moment.
Not to mention, Gunter can give vision anyway, so it's kind of pointless.
That's true, yeah. Gunther actually has a scout ability.
Only scouting ability in the game? No, Alchemy has it as well. Well, not as good, but yeah. Okay, so the Isegrim's going to be sent to the center. Is he hunting for the Grimbart, maybe?
This is looking okay.
Oh, I've just realized where he got those engineers from. He abandoned the mortar.
Yeah, he abandoned the mortar, grabbed the engineers to take them over to fix up that Isegrim. The Grimbart's still uncontested on the far side, though.
And I think it's going to stay like that for a while. Oh, he's just parked the Isegrim on top of Gunter.
Res
like,
this.
Not getting this guy.
I don't know if mechs are capable of teabagging, but...
I mean, that's probably the closest mech you'll get. I like to believe there's just a foot stuck on top of him. And it's like, go on, pick him up, just try it.
Dismine now.
He's pointing the Hull MG at him like, you know, I'm gonna use it, and then he whispers to his mate, by the way, it doesn't work. Anyway, that's an old argument.
Okay, so Keo's doing pretty well. The reserve 2
He's
is
got
probably going to be hitting before much longer.
I'd
But
give it about 16. I think we'll be seeing it. Because he's getting to the he's got the buildings, right, to get to R2
right.
himself. So most likely Venaqus does as well.
But
Though
Venaqus
Venaqus was
obviously
forced
bought the second Isagrim, so that slowed him
Isagrim.
down a bit.
Oh, thanks, Tugger. Sleep well. Or just bye. I don't know.
Yeah, thanks for hanging, everybody. Thanks for hanging, Toga. But,
Is it Tolga?
Tugga? Is it Tugga or Tuga? I don't know.
Mr. Elite.
Yeah, there we
Mr.
go.
Elite it is. It looks like the Isagrims are deciding to have a wee bit of a kiss,
But
and the Wotan
surprise!
comes out. The Wotan is simply not into Isagrim, I don't know, mating rituals. Yeah, let's move on from that.
You gotta hold the analogy strong if you're gonna go for it. Ooh, smoky. Smoke and a bailout, but
And
there's the
our
reserve
R2.
too. It's here.
There's nothing to counter it. If this isn't an HQ right click, I'll be very surprised. Even though, please don't.
The prince did just use his
Wotan.
rocket barrage, so maybe if Q can hold out long enough to get an AT gun up, he can stop. Oh, it's right there. Never mind. I lied. There's an AT gun. Surprise.
And a second one coming.
Fair enough.
What I'd love to see is taking the Wotan round to the right so that he could hopefully get behind them while they focus on the AT gun.
Wait, did he just kill that Isagrim and smoke with an attack round? It's pretty good if he
No,
did.
that was a direct fire because the smoke was starting to disperse.
Oh, okay.
Because the AoE is pretty sure the AoE doesn't hit. Actually, no, sorry, it wasn't because the smoke dispersed. It's because the infantry was providing sight. Oh, the poor Isagrim. The Kaiser heard about the mating ritual earlier as well, and he's not approving. Okay, no, stop.
Prince is almost down. If they can take the prince out, that means these AT guns will remain standing.
Well, we take the prince out, and Saxony's better off, but you know.
Well, that much is for sure, but... Alright, so the Kaiser does manage to take out the Isagrim at least. But the map is very red.
We've
Got a rescue operation happening by a very injured Grenadier squad trying to pick up Gunther. Where is that Votan? There he is. Okay, the Votan is up here, still blasting away at infantry squads. You probably don't want to try to take that cannon under fire, but he's going to try anyways. Oh, Gunther. He's down again, and now he's even further back.
Oh, it's the Stiefmutter!
Oh, wait, is it?
Stiefmutter!
Oh, man. Way to go. What a champion. Venaqus making sure that we see every single mech this tournament.
No, Benny, that's actually mistaken. The Wotan and the Kaiser actually agree that you need at least more than 2 legs. It's all those people who make Grimbarks and Alkaniks that are really the competing organisation. Because they're like 2 legs is best, and then the Wotan and Kaiser are like, no, more.
The Stoof!
Stepmother is here. Ready to throw wheels at you.
I hate it when my stepmom used to throw wheels at me, man. Wait, is that not something everybody experienced? Am I alone on that, guys?
I didn't have a stepmother, dude. I had a lot free. Anyway. Oh, there's this. Oh my god. I can't even focus now. It's just the Stiefmutter. The Stiefmutter kills the Wotan. I'm gonna laugh so much. Though it could actually, because it's got a similar range and a decent amount of damage.
They're actually really good at like hiding and out of line of sight, and then what? No!
Was that is he quitting?
Oh,
Did
he
the Wotan
throws
go
the
down?
towel. Venaqus
The
takes
Wotan
third
went down
place,
to the
2-0 against
Stiefmutter.
Keo. Oh, I wanted to see some Steve.
I mean, I think the Steve is what broke him because he threw the Steve at the Wotan, and then when the Wotan died, he quit.
Oh my gosh.
So unironically, the Steve Muta won the game.